Hi everybody, it's Todd, Composeronymous, whatever you'd like. Anyway, I'd like to thank you all for coming in here. This is the first time I've ever been doing something like this, and I haven't seen anything quite like this, but what I'm going to do is basically bring you into a piece that I'm writing. Um, as opposed to just typing and writing words about it, I figured let's post a little video, and you guys that are reading my blog can come in here and kind of quote unquote compose with me. So this is a piece that I'm working on. I called it Vancouver 2010. I figured let's do something Olympic, you know. It's not for any particular projects, it's just something I wanted to do, and I figured it would be a cool thing to bring you guys into. So excuse me. See here, you just have a, so let's get started. It's a basic template. I got my strings in red, woodwinds in brown, brass in orange, percussion will be in blue. What we're working on today, I started this yesterday, the day before. Just a sketch, got about a minute done so far. So it's the introduction, right before modulates into the section 2, and we've laid down just about everything. I'm doing the percussion now before I move to the next section, just because it's a totally different feel. So we are going to work on some percussion together. So let's get started. Come and give this a listen here, see what we have worked out. And I deliberately, so you know, you're not getting the full quality audio like directly out of the computer. That way, because I'm going to do a lot of talking over it, because I tend to talk to myself anyway while I'm writing, so that way you can hear what I'm thinking, because I try to think out loud for you. And then if you're hearing just the audio from the computer, that you really don't want to listen to this, you know, 100 times, because you do a lot of stop, play, stop, play. Especially now, it's beautiful. The days of pen and paper, it was just a lot of write, erase, press piano keys, repeat. So let's see what we got here. See where we left off last time. I'm working on just basic bass drum, snare hits right now for the beginning. It's very fanfarish. And then there's a couple of things I want to add in here, which we'll do. So let's see what we got so far. I think I probably need to put a kick there. We'll try it and see how it works. Maybe without the cymbals. Alright, so I want to hear this section again, because I put this double kick in there. But I'm not really sure if I like it. You know, it would be better though if we just move it and make it. Here, let me zoom in. Here's a zoomed in view of the notes. We have the double hit. You can see the 2 notes, and it's all the way at the different instruments. What if we moved it back an 8th note? That way we can have it as a pickup instead. That way, instead of being boom, 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 it'll be boom, 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 boom. I don't know if that came across because there's no metronome, but I'll show you what I'm talking about. I'm just going to grab my hits. Yeah, it's annoying that it does that, but whatever. So here we go. Now let's see the difference. Perfect. I like that. So I can get rid of that one there. I don't need it. I like that one, a little choked off cymbal. Alright, but there was one more. Right before the start of the melody, of the main theme, we need a kick in there. But I don't want the cymbal, so I'm just going to grab this one. Put it right on the downbeat. And I'm just going to edit one of them, just this one first, because if it's going to be the same here and there, then I could just, you know, I'll just edit this one, then copy and pull that one over instead of having to edit it twice. So let's go inside this one here. It brings it in here. And let's see, let's take out the let's just mute those choke cymbals. Now by muting those, I don't have to delete them right away. I can hear what it sounds like. Beautimous. Yeah, I make up words too. Oh yeah, if I didn't tell you, I have a tendency to curse, especially when I get excited, which happens sometimes, and sometimes my exclamations reference myself like I'm really special, but that's not the case. I just get really excited, and if I write something that gives me goosebumps, then I like to let myself know. Anyway, boy. So just like I said, bear with me. This is my first time ever doing this sort of thing. So let's go back to the beginning and hear it in continuity of everything else. Sorry, that was me tapping. Obviously, it'll be a little bit softer. Cool. Alright, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to adjust the volume of these right now. And the way I do my volume is velocity based with this library. I'm using the Symphonic Orchestra by East West. The reason I do it, well, for those of you who don't know, there's a difference between velocity and volume when it comes to MIDI information. All these little things, all these little bars, yeah, I play it on a piano, but for those of you that don't know, all it does is tell it to send the information from that note, turn it on, and when to turn it off. And it also records how hard and the volume. Now, the hardness is what we call a velocity, and it's called that because you have 127 different values. I like to control the volume this way because on the instruments, if you hit a drum as hard as you can, it sounds a lot different than if you hit it medium or soft, or it has a different accent. So if I had this right now, it's as loud as it can go because I wanted it really tight and punchy. But if I have the velocity and having it hit hard and then manually take the volume down, if I open up my mixer, right, if I was to take the volume down with the fader, well, it's still being hit as hard, but it's just softer, so it sounds funny. So I'll show you what I mean by that. So for instance, if we go to the beginning, oh, where did my mixer go? There we go. If we go to the beginning and play it, right? Let's try this one. But now if I do the same thing and have a really, I think I put this in a place where I wouldn't have to keep doing that, right? That. There you go. I have two screens. I have two monitors. I'll bring the other one in to the little tutorial as we go when I start showing you stuff on there. I keep all my sound libraries on that screen, and I keep my DAW on this one. I have a third monitor that I put the film on when I'm actually scoring to something. So then if I just take the volume and turn the percussion down, it's still a hard hit. It's just playing softer. It sounds out of place to me. I mean, you probably can't tell a difference right now, but so, it's just the way I like to do it in this case. It's not, everybody's got their own way to do stuff, and that is good. So for anyway, for this one here, I'm going to bring the value down this way because I want it to be just a little softer hit. That wasn't smart. Control Z is your best friend. Undo, undo, undo. Alright, so 111. I've got to highlight all those. Alright, so now it should be more to my liking. I usually don't recommend mixing as you go, but certain parts you got to have the, it's more, like I said, it's more about how hard you're hitting or how soft you're hitting, so you have to work that out. I mean, the overall level of this percussion line is too loud anyway. It will be mixed down after, and then it'll sound fine. Okay, so we got that.